How you doing? David Taub here, co-creator of Next Level Guitar. Hope all's going well, and I hope your guitar journey is going famously. I've been getting a lot of emails and YouTube comments lately saying things like, hey, do some more lead guitar lessons, more lead stuff where, you know, kind of playing outside of the box ideas and doing different stuff and progressive things. And sure, let's keep doing that. So I have another lesson today over a cool jam track, and we're going to do some stuff that maybe will, you know, springboard you into some new ideas, some new territories. We got a killer jam track for you today too, and I'll tell you later how you can get that jam track for free and 5 more. And today I'm going to show you a killer arpeggio and also some devices that you could use with not just this scale, but any scale. That's the cool thing about learning devices. You could use it across all your playing, right? And kind of put your own spin on it and do it in different ways. So the jam track is basically B power chord rock. So we're in the key of B. I'm treating it more like B minor. I'll explain that in a minute. And all it is basically just power chords 1, 4, 5. So it's like B5 and E5 right up to an F sharp 5. And turn around right up to that F sharp 5, right? So 5 chords, power chords, 5th chords, they're really technically not major or minor, right? Because they don't have a third in them. So they're very wide open for what you can play over them. And you have to really use your discretion and find out what sounds best to your ears. I generally, in a jam like this, will treat it more like a minor key jam. So one of the things you could use over all the chords is B minor, pentatonic, and blues scales, right? And you can also use B natural minor and even B Dorian. So there's a few different things that you can do. And hey, I forgot to mention, if you get a chance, please subscribe to the channel. You know, subscribing to the channel, it really helps us to keep the content coming. And maybe put a comment in the YouTube comment box, right? And let us know what kind of lessons you want, and let us know how you like this one. You know, get some conversation going. And also, if you can, if you like the lesson, click the like button, give it a thumbs up, and subscribe. That really helps us, and we so appreciate it. You heard me in the jam, in the intro and in the outro too. I played a 2-note per string arpeggio, a B minor 7 arpeggio. But this, you could do it in any key. This is what it sounds like. I really like that arpeggio. It flows really nicely. You have to stretch a little bit. So basically what it is it's 2 notes per string, and this is a B minor 7th arpeggio. The root note is with your 3rd finger on the low E string. There's our B. So this is movable. Any key you want to play it in, just put your 3rd finger on the root note and play this shape, and you're in there. That's what's awesome about these arpeggios that are movable. So the arpeggio, basically, I started as a whole step behind it on the A note. And I use my 1st and 2nd finger. You can use your 1st and 3rd, but you got to stretch a little bit. And then basically, so we're playing that flat 7th to the root, that A to the B, and then we're playing the D, and then our F sharp. So you get this, right? B minor 7. And then we repeat that. So on the frets, 5, 7 on the low E, 5, 9. A little bit of a stretch there. Then go down and repeat those same notes, but now on the D string you're going to play 7, 9, and right underneath that 7, 11. Get that F sharp. So you get this so far. Right? And then you repeat it one more time. You can end on the B if you want. So on the B string you're doing the A note on the 10th fret, 12th fret, there's our root note. And then on the high E, 10th fret, and F sharp on the 14th fret. You can end it on that B if you want. There's your minor triad, but we add the A note. Adding the flat 7, it makes it a minor 7. Root or 1, flat third, fifth, flat seven. That's the arpeggio. So here's the whole thing. Sounds really nice, especially over when you're over the B chord, right? Over the B power chord, right? So get that under your fingers. And you want to practice this over that jam track, right? So here's what you could do. Click on that link in the YouTube text box. I'll put a link to it and I'll send you this jam track I'm using in this lesson. Plus, I'll send you 5 more for a total of 6 jam tracks in different keys and tempos so you could practice this in different keys, right? And it'll also come with 2 ebooks. One showing you all kinds of scale diagrams and another one showing you soloing strategies and modal playing and all kinds of great lessons. And I'll send them to you for free. Just click on that link. And then what you could try to do, like I was doing when I was jamming, is if you ended up here on that F sharp, I did a little scale device, which I love. And that's what I call skipping thirds. I'm playing a scale descending, but you could use this device on any scale, right? We're going to use this. Let me show you the scale I'm doing it on. Is the B natural minor scale. And I'm up here on the B note on the 14th fret on the A string. If you don't know that shape, it looks like this. Right? That's a really cool shape. But instead of just ascending it to the root, what I did was I skipped thirds in the scale. So I play a note. So I'm playing on the 17th fret, that A note, and instead of going down to the G and then the F sharp, what I do is I skip the G and go to the F sharp. Then I play the G. Skip a note, go to the next note, right? Right, and you could continue that up the whole scale if you wanted, or part of the scale, or you could ascend it. You could do whatever you want, but it takes a little bit to get this down, because if you've never done it before, it's a little tricky skipping over notes. So again, what I'm doing, I'll tab it out for you so you can see it. I just did pretty much the whole scale. Right? But you're not going to do like that much of it. You're going to kind of combine it with a lick. So if you play that arpeggio, you could slide that last note, do a little hammer and pull off there. And I end on the B, the root note. But that's a cool device, you know, just as an example. Like, let's say you're playing a G major scale, and you want to ascend using that technique, right? Using that device. So you would just do this. Now those notes are G, A, B, and then C, D, E. F sharp and G finishes up the scale. But you would go from the G, you would skip over the A and go to the B. Then go, and then you grab the A. So you would go from the G, you would skip over the A, grab the B. Then you would go from the A, you would skip over the B, and you would go to the C. It sounds complicated, but once you get it under the fingers, right? And then eventually you could speed it up, right? And you could descend it too. And you could play pieces of it and mix it in with licks, you know, pieces or fragments, right? And that's using that device in any key. I was just doing it in G major there just to show you, but we're back in B minor. You can use it to slide back into B minor pentatonic, like I did in the intro, right? So what you kind of want to do is as you're envisioning the fretboard and you're playing an arpeggio, is, you know, and you're mixing it in with your scales and your devices, kind of come up with a way where you can connect it to something. Like I want to connect it to this. So I got to get up here so I know when I'm playing that arpeggio. See, I just slide last note right into the device. And that makes your playing sound a little bit more fluid as you phrase your licks together and not as disjointed. You're connecting your licks. And I like to go over the gear that I'm using in the lesson. For this lesson, I'm using this 2017 ESP E2 Horizon model. This is made in Japan. That has the Seymour Duncan pickups, and this is the NT model, which is the non-tremolo, and the FM for the flame maple, for that nice flamey maple. Really cool guitar. And I'm plugged straight into the front of a PRS, Paul Reed Smith Archon combo amp. The only thing I have is a little bit of delay with a Keeley Caverns pedal, and that's running through the effects loop. But it's basically me just plugged straight into the amp. I'm on the lead channel or the distorted channel, so I'm using the amp distortion and a little delay in the effects loop, and that's it. So I hope you enjoyed that lesson. Have fun with it. Try some different things that pull you out of the box. Try playing these arpeggios. Move the key around. Maybe try it in different keys, so when the chords change, you change your arpeggio, right? And have fun with it. Put on that jam track and just get lost in it, all right? And remember, click on that link below. I'll send you the jam tracks. I'll send you the ebook. Also, subscribe to the channel. That really helps us to keep the content coming. Leave a comment below. Let us know how you like it. Let us know what you want to see. I'm David Taub, co-creator of Next Level Guitar. You're the good people. Really appreciate your support over the years. Stay tuned. Lots more great lessons coming for all level players and styles of music. Keep putting that guitar in your hands every day. And remember, your playing is an evolution.